Oh. Okay, we're gonna use channel locks. So here's the story. This came with a Zodiac rigid inflatable 9-foot boat with another motor and a trailer, and I got it all for $350. Sounds like a deal? Not so much. So the ad said both motors run. Then the seller was like, well, one's a parts motor, and I got the thing covered in snow and the raft had a leak. And I can patch a raft pretty easy and quick. I threw the raft in the dumpster. It was so bad, and that's saying something if I threw it in the dumpster. The trailer, one side of the axle was only being held on by the other side of the axle and friction. So the tires were cockeyed when I noticed in the daylight, and I had to buy some hardware to straighten it out. Anyways, what we're going to try to do is see if we can get it to run. If you know what kind they are, please let me know, because I can't find any information. I found a tag, didn't say anything. There's literally steel cable wrapped up in the prop. There's the parts motor. It goes 180 degrees, that's the reverse. Let's see if it's got compression. Okay, I don't know, it's too stiff. Let's see if I can yank this out without screwing my hands up. Awesome, awesome. They just, motor runs good. You know what, it was 350 bucks, so you kind of gamble at those prices. There's still cable in there, but at this point, I don't care. I'm gonna pull the spark plug. I'm gonna squirt some lube in there. I'm going to see if I get a spark loose already. And so here I was thinking I had to break something free. Check that out. Is bad person maintenance. Okay, CLP brake free. It works good for loosening up rusted parts. I'm going to squirt some in there. Salty stuff in it. And I'm going to clean that off really quick with the closest wire brush I have, because it's really a hopeless spark plug. But the electrode's in good shape. Give it a quick burst with some starting fluid just to clean it up. This is going to be hard to test without looking at it, so I'm just going to hold my finger on it. Oh, yeah, I felt the jet. I'm going to throw the spark plug on. Yeah, I have a feeling this is used in the salt water last. Spark plug clamp is on. That is a good sign. We're just going to try something crazy here. We're going to try put some gas in it. Oh. Okay, we're going to use channel locks. That tank doesn't look too bad. The carburetor looked kind of bad, but I'm going to go get some gas and we'll see how it goes. I think that's about as much money as I want to spend in gas on this thing. Okay, whatever, huh? That hole goes right to the intake. That's the float bowl. Oh yeah. That's disgusting. There's the carburetor. I'm pulling this back and I see all kinds of nasty, watery, disgusting fuel coming out. Looking pretty dark. I'll drain it for a minute. Okay, that's probably burnable gasoline right there.
At this point, it's pretty clear to me that this carburetor is going to need to be thoroughly cleaned out and checked, maybe replace a few parts, so I work on pulling it from the motor. Now, if you want this motor, just send me a message, and if you pick it up and send me a video of you using it, it's yours. Free charge.
Alright, what do we got here? That is a rusty carb. Time to get cleaning. So I'm going to throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner, blast out the passages with carb cleaner, and not remove the float. But the reason it wasn't getting gas is because the float was sticky. I've made a simple solution of stuff I had laying around the garage. Okay, I've mounted up the carburetor. I'm going to turn the fuel on. A little bit leaks out of there when I turn it on. That's to be expected with an old system like this, and notice how nasty that feel is. Okay, so it's clearly going into the carburetor and leaking out of every orifice. So that's a good sign, right? What in tarnation? I can't say that I didn't expect this. Okay, I've got the main hole that's leaking gas for some reason plugged up enough to try to start it. What could go wrong?
At this point, even though I have it running, it's clear that I'm going to need to do a little more work on the carb, so I do that off camera. Here's another outboard motor I picked up for 75 bucks that came with a little gas tank, and it fired right up when I started it, so I'm just doing some routine maintenance right now, and I'm going to combine trips. If I'm going to test one motor, I might as well test two motors. Okay, I just changed the impeller. It's a pretty easy job. Here's the old impeller. It goes right in this housing. I grease everything up and I'm going to put it back in the motor. Once I wrap this project up, I've got two motors to test out, an aluminum boat I've been working on all winter, and I'm going to make a trade deal. I'll combine the trips with the afternoon I have off.
Got this 2012 Everroot E-Tech 25 horsepower outboard motor. I'm going to trade it for a Honda ATV. My boat's in the back. We're almost to our destination and it's a beautiful drive, a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I've got the quad loaded up. The roller bunks installed. I had to install those. And the boat is way down there. And I better go take care of it. Pretty shallow, lots of rocks in there, and I kept hitting them with the trailer. I got my waders on. I brought them thinking I would use them to stay warm, but I'm going to use them to stay real warm and launch the boat. Okay, I'm just going to hop in and see how this thing does. Here we go. This little motor's finally running good.
Notice how good the cowling looks compared to before? That's because my wonderful wife spent a bunch of time painting it to make it look real sharp.
Here we go. Alright, too much drag. Tighten her up. I got a good sized fish on. I got a big weight. I'm using old sand shrimp. This is a good fish. Heck yeah. Look at that cat. Praise the Lord. Okay. Had a good feeling about that. Alright. Alright, that's bigger than my last one. Here it goes. Probably pregnant, coming for the spawn. Ow. This noodler, feeler, no joke.